I won a Fulbright. And the day before I submitted my application, I almost deleted the whole thing. After going through all this process of the application, interview, waiting, I became obsessed with the question. Okay, what are they really looking for? Not the official description, not what we see on the website, but what makes a committee member really stop, put down their coffee, and say that, okay, she is the one. And after moving to America and living here for 1 year, and based on my experience, I can tell you that there's this one question that you're looking for. Do I believe this person? Not are they smart enough, or do they have good CV or good grades? No, 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 none of that. But whether your story feels true and if your past makes sense. So today I want to share with you how I wrote my valuable personal statement that helps me to win the Fulbright scholarship. First one, own your unconventional past. Don't apologize for it. When I sat down to write my personal statement, I was so worried that I had nothing to say. I knew around me way more experienced people with way better CVs and grades and everything, and compared to them, I was no one and I had no chance. And also, I looked like a lost person because I started with psychology, then moved to economics. Then I said, okay, no, 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 this is not my thing. Then I tried there some tourism guide training programs, and then I ended up in the data analytics world, data science, and then I moved to healthcare. So I was worried that once the committee member takes my personal statement, what she's gonna say? Like, who is she? Does she even know what she wants to do? So who's gonna choose me? But but the in today's world, your non-linear path makes you stand out. That's something that makes you different from all the rest who started from A and ended with B. So instead of being ashamed of your past, no, look at it as your superpower. Of course, you need a good structure to make sense to every point why you did that and what was the result and what was something in your heart that made you make the transition. But as long as you make that path logical and as long as the path makes sense, you're doing great. The first time I was rejected from Fulbright, and the second time what I did differently was that I sat down and I wrote 5 versions of personal statement. You know why? Because I the first version wasn't for Fulbright. The first version was to figure out who I was. Because that's something I had to figure out myself. What's my life path? Why I did that? What I'm going for? What's my end goal? Not the goal to achieve this career thing something, but okay, deep down what I really want. And you have to create a good storyline. Okay, good story. And something that I really did was that when you read my personal statement, it's not that, oh, I achieved that, oh, I achieved that. No, 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 no. No. At the end of these 2 pages, you're gonna say in one sentence what type of person I am. So look at it this way. When the committee reads the whole thing, at the end of the day, they should be able in one sentence to create your avatar. That should be the goal. So your whole personal statement should be a story. It should have a starting point. Okay, something that would be great to have during your early ages or something like that. What has driven you? What was something your driving force? And from around it, you create your story, right? And there will be, of course, wrong turns, will be mistakes, and that's fine. That's fine. As long as you have courage, as long as you can show that you made some mistakes, you made some wrong turns, but you had the courage to say that this is not where I end up, and you stood up and changed your direction, at least I did this in my personal statement, they're gonna choose you. Because when you come to the US, you realize that it's not your grades and transcripts and your university achievements that will help you to survive this environment. No, 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 no. Your mental strength, your capability to interact with people who don't take initiatives to be around you. You should have this leadership potential, because many things, when you're an international student, no one's gonna give you this gift like this. Okay, here's it. No, 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 no. There are some things that you have to climb the ladder. You have to take a lot of steps. You have to go through a lot of struggle to achieve that. So if you show in your personal statement that you are someone who won't break when she face all those difficulties in the new country with no one around her, then they will choose you. Replace every "I'm passionate about" with "here's my proof." No one cares about whether you are a hardworking person or what you are passionate about if you're gonna write this way. No, 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 no. You should show them proofs and they will figure out who you are. Number 3 is to find the question that connects your entire life. Because after reading your personal statement, if the committee member will be able in one sentence to create your avatar, this is who she is and this is what she's looking for, then you are done. And you shouldn't forget that the committee member who is reading your application, she is reading also hundreds of other applications. So the way you write your personal statement should make an effect on this person who has left 50 other applications to go through. Like in everything, today we hear about the hooks, right? Because a lot of short content is popular in today's world, either on TikTok, on Instagram, or on YouTube Shorts. So you should also have a hook for your personal statement. The opening sentence will either wake them up or lose them. So choose the first paragraph very carefully. And write your opening paragraph for someone who is exhausted, who has seen a lot. So you should make an impression. So, if you take these points into consideration, I promise you will end up at least at the interview part. And from there, then it's your responsibility to show that you are the same person who wrote all those things in the personal statement.